Hello everybody, it's time to do the shave. Here is the razor Heljestrand Nr. 2. I don't know if you can see, but that's Heljestrand here, and here is MK number 2. This is a scholar that was on the razor that was bad, so I just got a pin, polished and grind this razor and put the razor and pinned it again on this scholar. So I changed the blade on a razor, and then I just honed it up. I'm going to show you a small glimpse of the honing, but before we start to look at the small clips of when I hone the video, I'm going to show you what products I'm going to use. I'm going to use Margarita in the Arctic because I love it, and I'm going to finish with Margarita in the Arctic Splash just because I love it. And of course the razor Heljestrand Nr. 2, and the brush is going to be Semogue texugo badger brush. So hopefully I can edit this video so you can see a bit of the honing. So meanwhile, when you look at the honing, I'm gonna get lathered up and start shave. See you later. So long. Hello everybody. I don't know if you can see me, but I just thought I could show you when I'm honing a little bit on the stones. You see, I'm using the 5000 grit stone now. I first used the 2000 grit, the blue one, and I used this tape on the back side of my razor, back here, so I don't get too much hone wear on the spine here. And I think I did about these kind of motions 50 or 60 times, and then do a cross pattern like this about 30-40 times, and then I took this 5000 grit stone and done the same thing, and now I'm just doing the finishing strokes here. I'm using the tape for the first stone, and I use the tape on this stone too. I think I need one more water. I use on the first 50-60 strokes I do, and when I'm finished and think the edge is fine, the bevel is set and the edge is starting to emerge. I don't know what it called, but I take away the tape, and now I'm just, after this couple of passes I do right now, try to talk, film and grind and hone at the same time. It's not so easy for me, and I don't use any pressure when I do these strokes. I adjust the weight of the knife or the razor, and when I'm thinking that this will be the finished for this stone, I just try just going to wipe it a little bit here. I get a tomato or a grape or something and try to show you if the cuts very easy. As you can see, you got a really nice edge on the, you see, I just pull a little bit, and it cuts really nice. I got this loop to look at the edge, of course. Now I'm going to take my 8000 grit stone, just gonna lap it first, and then I'm gonna wet it and start to polish the razor, and we shall see how it ends up. Hello again. Just doing the finishing laps on the stone. As you can see, hopefully you can see, the sun is maybe in the way, but we shall see. I used this slur stone, did about I think I did about 100 laps, and after 30-40 laps I added more water to slurry, and after 40-50 laps more I added more water, and I'm just doing the finishing laps on this with this slurry stone. I rubbed up a new slurry, and I have just done up to 100 laps already. Now I'm just adding more water, so almost no slurry at all. And this is the finishing touch I do on the stones. From the beginning there was a much more thicker slurry, and then I just add more water, so it's much more thinner, and after a while, as you see, I put more water on it, so there is almost no slurry at all. You can almost see through the slurry. So now there is almost only water and the stone, no slurry at all. I'm just doing a couple of strokes more. When you do these strokes, you have to practice, you get some experience, and you can feel when the stone actually almost grabbed the razor. It's a little bit of stickiness to it, and then you know that the razor is flat to the stone and it's been honed properly. I think this is enough. So I'm just gonna wipe it. It's difficult to do it filming at the same time, and I just want to show you my leg here and see if it works. I'm just gonna, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but the hair comes out. I got hair on my razor. So I think that razor is ready for the strop. I'm gonna strop it on the linen side for 100 laps, and then 60 laps on the leather side, and then I'm going to do a shave. I'm just gonna clean up here, so we shall see you a little bit later. Okay, welcome back. Now we shall see how the honing worked. It's always the easiest way to know if it works is to shave with a razor when you hone it. I did I got ladder everywhere. Just a moment, I have to clean my hands. I did 100 laps on the linen side, and then I did 50-60 laps on the leather side after I have honed the razor. I always do it when I hone it. I got 2 days of growth. So I got a little stubble to get rid of. And I just love this Margarita in the Arctic soap. It's absolutely marvelous. I'm absolutely not a professional honer. I do this because I think it's fun. It was something I had just learned this year. This spring I started to learn the skills. And sometimes the hone on a razor is really good the first time I do it. And often I have to go back to the stones and do a new honing because it's always trial and error. I don't know exactly what the reason is why it doesn't get sharp enough, but I have learned more and more for every time I do it, and it's really fun. When I started to hone, I used too much pressure on the stones, and that's not good. When you do the bevel setting and the first strokes you do, you can use a little bit pressure, but then you just have to be very gentle and let the stone do the work. And it's really fun when you got an edge that you can shave with. Okay, now the real verdict against the grains. I know that I don't get the sharpest edge on a razor, but I don't want really sharp edge. I just want a smooth edge so I don't get irritated when I shave. That's the reason I use the natural stone. But in the future, when I really master these skills to use this natural stone and do this honing, and I know that I have absolute control of it, I'm going to definitely try different stones and different techniques to learn more about honing. But for now on, I just want to learn this. This honing I do because it fits me really nice, and I think it's really fun to learn these skills, and as you know, this razor wasn't so nice from the beginning. I can buy crappy razors and restore them a little bit, not the professional restorer, but at least so I can shave with them and hone them up and use them. And that's the main reason I'm shaving, because I want to try different razors. That's a nice audio feedback to these razors too. Of course, it's nice to buy some new razors, and when you buy a new razor, I mean quality razor from Stirling from Germany, wherever you buy it, it's a razor that's really beautiful, really nice, and it always works. But if you can find a razor like these old razors, over 100 years old razors, and you can restore them and use them, I think it's much more fun to use these razors, because there is history against these razors. These are Swedish razors, and it's fun to just keep the old school razors alive. Of course, I could send them away for restoration, cost money. I just want to learn these skills. I think it's really fun. It's a blast for me to learn new things and experimenting and trying different things. So I think this is really satisfaction for me. I'm really satisfied when I don't know what I'm talking about, but I hope you understand. When I can get an old rust razor, restore it, change the color, maybe even do my own colors I have done with one razor. Yes, just a moment. With this razor, I did this color myself with a Heljestrand Nr 31 blade on it. The color was broken, so I thought I could restore the razor, but there is some issues with the edge. I have tried to hone up it 2 times, and I just took a little peek at it with my loop today. And when I sat on the veranda porch outside and the sun was out, I could see there was issues with the edge. There was small rusty bits on the edge, so I have to do a new bevel setting on the edge and hope it works. Okay, I was here shaving. Oh, sorry. And that's very fun too. As I said, I'm learning these honing skills, and it's not a perfect hone every time. As I said, tried to hone this twice, couldn't understand why it doesn't work. It was tugging, couldn't shave with it. But now I understand, so I have realized that I have to find a better loop or microscope that gives more zoom effect. This loop I use, it's 65 times, but I think I have to go up to 100 times zoom. so I can see these small things much more easier. And it's just something you have to experience yourself and learn what stones you're going to use and so on and so on. I showed you a couple of stones I use. I have more stones, but they didn't work for me. So it's just something you have to try and error and find out what works, and when it works, keep with it and learn every aspect of the honing. I'm learning all that I can about these stones, how they work with different razors, depending on the material on the blade. If it's new blades, old blades, stainless steel, so there is different feeling with different razors, and it's just something you have to try out and see how it works. And when you manage, as I said, it works really fine for me. I'm really satisfied. No irritation, nothing. And I can wait 2 days of whiskers just like nothing. Feels maybe not here, but here and everywhere it's BBS. This is difficult parts for me too. I think it's a blast. Margarita in the Arctic, really nice. I think it's a real blast to learn new skills and trying to understand what's happening when you put the razor on a stone, how it looks under the loop on the microscope, and understand why you have to do certain things. There are a lot of people who are very skillful honers. I looked at Dr. Matt, I looked at Anthony Esposito, I looked at Eric Latta. All they do marvelous honing skills they have, and everyone does a little bit different. I do my kind of honing and it works for me, and it's just something you have to try out and learn. Feels really nice. I'm really satisfied. Just want to say thank you for watching, and this is the razor. It's a new razor I'm gonna use for about 3 or 4 shapes from now on, so I really can feel how the edge, if it keeps the edge smooth as it's like now, and or if not. So I just want to say thank you for watching, and hope you all gonna have a really nice weekend. See you next time. Bye bye.